What's up guys? So we are back and today I want to discuss my top 5 essential supplements that absolutely all of you should be taking year round. Now before I get into the video, please subscribe to the channel. A lot of you guys are still watching with no subscription, so support the channel, subscribe, click the little button below and help me out growing and hopefully giving more back to you guys through content and all the works. So back to the subject at hand. 5 top supplements that you should all be taking, and number 1 is a good quality omega. My personal preference is using Omega Pharma Pro from Trained by JP Nutrition. The main reason for that is it does have the highest quality omegas and they are pharmaceutical grade, which means that 1, they are third party tested, and 2, because they are of such high quality, it would not be possible for the brand to actually claim that they are of that quality, add the stickers on with the branding, if they wasn't of that standard. So for me, I always opt to use something that ideally does have the right ingredients in, because it's not just about the supplements. What's more important is the quality of the supplements that you're taking. Now, why omegas? It is impossible to get a high amount of omegas just from eating fish or normal food sources. So supplement omegas has endless benefits when it comes to heart health, when it comes to skin, even upregulating your mood. And there is some latest research that actually supports a high dose of omega-3 even helping with depression and low moods, which is something that I believe has been a massive turnaround for me ever since I've actually started using a higher dose of omega-3. So as a total for my daily fat intake, I actually take in 12 grams of fat per day, and this stage year round where we're in prep and off season, from omegas. And generally I like to split 2 capsules with every single meal. So it is 2 additional grams of fat per meal. However, the anti-inflammatory benefits and the benefits that we get from the omegas far outweigh having the extra calories, and I just literally account for them within my diet. So when I have a spreadsheet using my Google Sheets, I do have that addition of fats in my diet. Now, any of you guys that follow Modern Wisdom, he has had a doctor, I will get in the name up here, of the doctor at hand, I don't want to butcher her name, but she actually did a podcast with him about longevity and what you can do to actually improve your longevity. And one key factors, and it's something that I've heard over and over again with a lot of doctors and a lot of podcasts recently, is again rewinding back to a high omega-3 intake. So for me, it's number 1 priority, and it's definitely top of the food chain when it comes to supplementation all around, not just for building muscle, but also longevity and health. It will directly aid in building muscle, because realistically, the healthier you are, more muscle you'll build. So number 1, Omega Pharma Pro from Trained by JP Nutrition, code Cooper10, you know the drill. Now, following on, number 2, when it comes to top health supplementation, especially in UK guys, most of you will more than likely be deficient in vitamin D3 and K2. So the reason why you should not just be supplementing vitamin D3, and you should have K2 alongside of it, is just more so for improved absorption of it. Now, because we do not have luxury of having sunlight, very rarely, most of us will actually have low levels of vitamin D3 and K2, which can actually lead to fatigue, poor sleep, and poor health outcomes in general. Now, what else can actually lower your vitamin D3 levels? Performance-enhancing drugs. So if you are assisted, or if you are training hard, the likelihood of your levels of vitamin D3 being high are probably very slim. So I would highly suggest utilizing a minimum of 6,000 IUs per day. And again, the best way to do this is to get your blood work tested. I use personally eval blood analysis. I've used them for numerous years now, and I get a blood work checked every 6 to 8 weeks. Have full panel done, and I always check my vitamin D3 and K2, and I do like to have it at the upper limit. When my levels of vitamin D3 dip, I do notice a massive difference in my mood, my energy levels, and even my sleep. So especially for all of you living in the UK, it's super, super essential that you are supplementing with vitamin D3 and K2, and most of you will more than likely need it. Right, number 3, glutamine. Glutamine is one of the best supplements that you can take for gut health. You can only eat what you can digest. So if you can take care of your digestion, and if there is ways of you actually improving your gut health, which glutamine actually will, It's something that is worth exploring for anyone that is looking to improve their health or improve the actual training performance. So glutamine, I do think, is very, very undervalued with the properties that it does have. It even aids in hydration. So personally, I take in 10 grams of glutamine first thing in the morning, every single morning, after I've had my water. And I actually take glutamine in with my pre-workout meal in combination with the next supplement that I'm going to cover. So guys, always be mindful of your food intake. If you are eating the food and you simply don't feel well, you're having too frequent trips to the toilet or even experiencing bloating, you likely are not digesting that food all that well. And something that can actually aid in that digestion is taking in glutamine. I do think it works for treating various disorders and even various gut issues. So it's something that's very cheap and very effective. You can get it from Trained by JP Nutrition as well. And I do think everyone who is looking to improve their health outcomes should actually use glutamine, in my opinion. Now, moving on to number 4. And this is the most researched supplement in the world. The research supporting not only the effectiveness of the supplement, but also the research covering various benefits of the supplement is endless. It works as a nootropic, a performance aid, aids in hydration, aids in muscle fullness, and directly aids in performance. And that is creatine. Creatine is one of the best supplements that you can take on market. You can take it around, there's no downsides, and it actually has properties that do improve your cognitive function, which is only a massive bonus for people like myself or anyone watching this. Ultimately, you want to be big, strong, you want to perform well, but you also want to make sure that your brain health and your performance up here is also maximized alongside of what you do in the gym. So creatine and glutamine, 3 and 4, are both a staple in my supplement cupboard, and I do use them every single day. 5 grams of creatine first thing in the morning and 5 grams pre-workout is what I tend to use. You do not need to load it, you just simply need to be consistent with it. There is various studies that support the intake based off your body weight. However, 5 to 10 grams a day is going to be more than enough for majority of you. Last but not least, whey isolate. Why whey isolate, guys? A lot of you watching this will probably think, well, I've tried a whey and it gave me digestive issues. Well, the issue is not with the whey. The issue is with the company that you are using. Generally, the digestive issues actually do not stem from whey. It's always the additives that are added to the product that you are buying. So if you are buying good quality whey product, it's the most bioavailable protein that you can actually ingest, so that your body basically, in layman's terms, it absorbs majority of that protein that is coming in. Your body actually utilizes and absorbs more of that protein than it would from a chicken breast or steak. Now, I'm not saying that whey should replace your whole food intake. It should not. However, whey is a great option as an addition to bump up your protein intake, especially when you are using good quality whey. It should digest extremely easy, should not cause any bloating, and you should feel like you can take the whey in and you can eat another meal within an hour and a half or 2 hours. And for a bodybuilder trying to grow, when you are trying to push your protein intake higher, it's something that can be extremely beneficial. And for Gen Pop, for any of your lifestyle clients, anyone who's just simply looking to improve their health or improve their performance through increasing the protein intake, trying to build muscle, having such an easy option that you can take on the go to simply keep on top of your protein intake when you are busier and you potentially don't have the time to either eat a meal or prepare a meal, it's something that can be a godsend, and it can actually lead to you not only having more consistency in your nutrition and your protein intake, but much more consistent across your results. So guys, this is my top 5 supplements that you should all be taking. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Any questions, pop them below. And much more is yet to come. Peace out for now.